Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss another concept in mutual fund which is referred as systematic withdrawal plan. In my previous videos I have discussed about what is referred as SIP and what is referred as STP. So both these methods were methods to invest in the scheme. Now we want to discuss that if somebody wants to redeem the mutual fund scheme, what is the way out? Now, one way out is definitely one way is that you have accumulated certain units. So you have units you can sell in the lump sum, right? So you have some units in your account. You can sell in. So let's assume you have 10,000 units, and at prevailing the NAV is, let's say, rupees 10, and I'm selling all my units. I'll get rupees 100,000 at present immediately from my mutual fund investment. But on the contrary, I do not want the whole redemption to happen at one go, but I want to happen in some installment. That means I want to convert my investment to get some regular amount of investment. And therefore, and I'm also thinking that possibly in coming times the markets may go up, and therefore I want to take some advantage on this. So what SWP does, it allows investors to withdraw either a fixed sum of money. So you can choose for fixed sum of money or fixed units from the fund at a predefined regular interval. So you can take it weekly, you can take it monthly, you can take it quarterly. So you can have monthly redemption, you can have quarterly redemption, you can have. So as per your convenience, you can redeem, and the regular amount of units will be redeemed, and that money will come in your account. So it is good for those people. So generally, what is advised, especially for people who are looking for regular income, it's advised for those who can want to build retirement plan through mutual funds. So what generally it is advised in case of a retirement plan? Let's assume the customer investor is age of 30. He invests in mutual fund schemes, possibly through a mode of SIP. So over a period of time, he invests in the mutual fund scheme and he accumulates some units. So he will accumulate certain units at this point of time. Now, what do you want? So this in the retirement phase is called as a accumulation phase. So this phase in the retirement scale is called as accumulation phase. So in every month or whatever frequency, I have accumulated certain units over a period of time. Now I have certain units. So one way is you sell all the units at this point of time, but possibly it is there that markets may not be suitable for selling at this point of time, and therefore you want to scatter your sale. And why do you, another reason why you want to scatter your sale, because you want a regular. So in this SIP you were investing. So you were investing, you were contributing to the phase. Now what I want from this phase onwards to the end of my life, I want some amount of money from my investment. So this is accumulation phase in retirement part, or this is called as a distribution phase. So I do not want a lump sum amount, because possibly I may spend that amount. I want a regular payment. That means this will act like a pension. So this will act like a pension and annuity. So how it can be done? You run SIP. So you run SIP. Let's for example, let me just change the color here. So in this phase, this is an accumulation phase. You run SIP in this. You accumulate certain units here, and then from this you run SWP. Now what is advisable here is, if a person is looking as a pension plan, you don't want to put this unit in some volatile fund, because it may also happen that instead of market going up, the market may crash down, and then you may regret. It would have been better off that I would have redeemed the entire amount of unit at one go, and rather than waiting when the markets have crashed down. So the best way, and what is the best advice which has been there, is that you build your corpus by investing in equity or balance fund. But once you have accumulated, then you transfer this money in a safer fund, possibly something like maybe a money market fund or a debt fund, which will not be so much volatile. And from there, every month or every week or every quarter, you can redeem certain units. So this is how the SWP will work, and you will have a regular payouts getting in a regular interval. So let's understand this through another example in Excel. And for that, I'll just go look at this point now here. As you can see here, now as I mentioned, you can have two options in this. You can have an option that you can get a fixed units redeem every month. So this is an example here which is given here is when I'm redeeming fixed units every month. So this side you can see here is fixed units are getting redeemed. So I have, let's assume I have 100,000 units in my account, and therefore at present if I the NAV is 20 rupees in the mutual fund money market scheme, and if I redeem today all the units, I'll get this much amount. So I'll get this much amount of money if I redeem all my at one go. Now what I do not say no, I do not want to have this. I want a regular income, or I want to redeem. So you have two options. Either you redeem fixed units or redeem fixed amount. So fixed unit means you have 100,000 units. You said okay, fine enough. I will redeem every month 5,000 units. Now it is better to, as I mentioned before also, to put this amount, transfer these units to money market scheme, because it is possible that if you're investing this scheme in equity scheme, the equity schemes can go up and down, and therefore the volatility in equity scheme is very high. Whereas in money market scheme, you do not see a very much downside volatility. So every time you will get a higher amount as your pension. So what will happen? So let's say 5,000 units, 20. So you get 100,000 as a pension. Next month at 6% per annum, this will slightly go up. So this will become 100,500. Next month it becomes 20.2. So it becomes this is the amount which you are getting it. So every month I'm assuming that the units NAV will keep on increasing, because you are putting in a money market fund and you assume that money market fund will grow by let's say 6% per annum. So it will grow at this rate, and therefore every month the NAV is increasing and you're redeeming 5,000 units every month. So these are the payouts which you are getting it on every month basis. So over a period of maybe in 20 months, the entire amount will be redeemed to you. So this is from 20 months I have getting a regular income. So yes, income is also increasing. So I'm getting a 20 months, I'm getting an income which is increasing income for every month. Another way is okay, fine, now I do not want to go by this. I want a fixed amount of money. So here the units were fixed. Here I'm fixing the amount. So what obvious in this case, first month you're getting 100,000. So you're selling certain units. Next month, so you're redeeming 5,000 units for it. Next month again you want 100,000 rupees, but the NAVs have gone up. So now you're selling a lesser unit. And therefore, every month you are getting 100,000 by selling of certain units, and this will continue as long as you have units in your account. As you can see here, this because the amount of pension is fixed, so and you can run this for a longer period of time. Vis-a-vis here, because you were getting increasing pension, so possibly after 21 months, all the units will be over. But here you can still run. You can see here still the units are left here is, so you can still continue. So these are the units which are redeemed. So this can run up to 23 months. So this is how the SWP works. So the benefit of SWP is, as we discussed, is that you can rather than getting the entire amount of money in lump sum, what the benefit it does, it provides that you can get your money in installments, and as happening in this case, which will generally happen in money market scheme, that every NAV is more than the previous one, so you are getting somewhat an increasing monthly pension type of money in your bank account. So this is the advantage of SWP. As again I'm mentioning a caveat here. So it is always advisable to run an SWP from a safer fund, because if this is an equity fund, if the markets and equity, as we have discussed, if markets behave like this, and then in that case tomorrow you may get a higher pension, next time the markets will crack down, the NAV will fall down, and you will get a smaller amount. So this is what the advantage of SWP is. I hope it makes clear to you.